Hey everybody, I just wanted to show you, this is a Athearn rubber band drive GP9. I suppose it's GP9 or GP7. I picked it up really cheap on eBay, and the rubber bands here come up through the center and they connect to here. Now these have old rubber bands on it, and I've got new ones on here. But one of the challenges with these is you have to change rubber bands, you have to take that screw out. There's another screw here that connects to the wire there. And it's hard to keep this thing together for assembly. So what I tend to do is I tend to lay it inside a roll of electric tape. It makes a perfect cradle for everything to fit back together. So, but typically what I do is when I take these apart, I clean the surface here the rubber bands run on, clean the wheels, and then I clean the sides, and where the axles make contact with the frame, I clean the axle tips and inside the holes that the axles rest inside of. And then polish that all up so I can reassemble it and I get good electrical conductivity. Since I put that other one together already, I'm going to try and take this one here apart so you can see how these things go together. Alright, that is off. Don't want to lose the wire. So you can see that this thing is quite cruddy. Not too cruddy, but cruddy enough. So, and this is actually made of a hard plastic. It almost felt like it might have been rubber at one time. Might have hardened, I'm not sure. And these wheels actually have a very short axle that goes into the center. And on the other, this truck here that I've already rebuilt, the wheels were spinning on that center section, so I used crazy glue to reassemble that. So I'm going to give this a good cleaning and then we'll put this back together. Okay, now that I have it all taken apart for cleaning, I thought I'd show you how I do clean it. Whoop, there goes those wheels. Okay, I clean these tips really good, clean the wheel surface really good. I use alcohol, not rubbing alcohol though. And this is what I'm using, and I recommend using it in a well-ventilated area. It's called Faber Liquors Hand Sanitizer. I got it at Ollie's Outlet, and I will not recommend it to anybody unless you're in a well-ventilated area. So, anyway, I use that to clean the wheels and everything really good. And so you can get, because the wheels conduct electricity through here, and this area here, I put alcohol on a napkin, and I use a tiny Phillips screwdriver to poke it in, and that's where all these little black spots are coming from cleaning the gunk on the inside. So let's get my little wheel thing, my little truck holder, as I call it. So this, so you can see how this works. This is a plastic insulator here, and these go together with this on the bottom side of that insulator. Now the screw here will go through the top, and the other screw goes through here and picks up the electricity from this side of the truck on the rails. So, and these wheels here, that one's solid, but this is another one that I thought I felt it was loose. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it's not as loose as I thought. Anyway, the axles don't go all the way through. They go to about maybe so far in. So that means this serves as an insulator to keep the electricity going all the way through. So anyway, so let's get this baby put back together. Go there, get my 2 new drive bands. Put one there, and here's my other one. That goes here. That goes on there. And then this slides in there. And then I can screw, once that's all put together, I can, shoot. Let me try this again. Go from here to here. Okay. And then this will probably make it. The other one went together much easier than this one did. Okay. Flathead screwdriver. Going into here. And there we go. So now we've got that truck. Why is it not going together? It's not lining up or something. There it goes. There we go. Now we got contact. Okay, now that I got this back together, I want to show you how this works. See that right here is where the screw is missing, where the screw's missing on the truck here. Let me show you here. Right there where the screw's missing. That is where this conductor wire connects. It's going to connect down there, and then on the other end, right there, and that wire connects to the side of the motor here, and that's how it gets the electrical conductivity. So, but let's check to make sure that we've got good flow here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the screw goes into that connection there, and this goes to the frame, and that's what we want to see. Okay, you can see I have the springs on this, the rubber bands on this side. Probably the reason I thought springs is because I wanted to point something out. When I had this all connected, I went to test it. It was not running, and I didn't understand why. And I noticed, if you look here, this little spring here comes up and it holds the brush for the motor. Well, the spring was popped loose, but fortunately the brush was still in place, so I cleaned that up, cleaned inside the motor and everything. So it's important that you pay attention to these springs and the little brush in there that connects to the motor. So anyway, I want to show you how we connect these rubber bands. As you can see here, this one, I pulled it up and I twisted it to the left. So you want to keep that same direction on both sides. This piece of tubing here that connects the drive shaft of the motor to this drive shaft, on a RDC usually it's one long solid piece and you have to kind of finagle it. But anyway, if these ever go bad, all you need to do is take this piece of rod into a hobby shop and ask for the rubber hose used to for a fuel line, and that rubber hose would be perfect linkage. We use that in the Pennsylvania Bowser T1. That's how the linkage is connected between the two drives on that. So let's try and pull this rubber band out here on the front, this piece right here. There we go. Well, lost it. There we go. Got it up. Turn it to the left. Got that one. Now let's get this other one up. Pull it out. Turn it to the left. And then connect this on here, and that is all put together now. So let's check this, see how well this works conductivity wise. There we go. All right, I think the next step is to take it out to the track and test it out there. All right, let's see how this goes. There it takes, it's taken off. I know this isn't the prettiest test track, but my layout's in a work in progress state, and I have found testing it on a straight track might let me know if the engines work and everything, the motors work and everything. Sometimes curves present a different challenge, so I like to now run them on a oval like this. Let's take it back the other direction. Alright, there we go. Moving nice and slow. Pick up some speed here. Slow it down on the turnouts and the bridge. Nice. I'm very happy with the results on this.